Hi, welcome back, all you lovely soul inspired beings out there. It's Gina here, Soul Inspired Reflections. Welcome to day 23 of our 55 days of Christ consciousness energies. As you know, it's inspired by the Christ consciousness self-mastery deck by Amanda Ellis and illustrated by Jane Delaford Taylor. And remember, these energies exist within you. Christ is a level of energetic attainment and self-mastery of your emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual bodies. And I feel so much more, but it's very foundational for your ascension and inner growth to master these qualities within you. And this lovely deck supports you along your journey that is unique to you. And so we will shuffle the deck and see what message wants to come for us today for day 23. And remember, if you like some of the content you're receiving here, remember to like and share the video with your friends. All right, what do we have that's popped out as Knights Vigil? Prepare and get ready. Oh, prepare and get ready. I'm gonna go ahead and as we sit with that energy of the Knights Vigil, prepare and get ready. This is the first time I've actually come across this card when I've used this deck. And that is exciting. Always something new. Let me see, adjust my light here for a second. There we go. It's a little more even. Kind of sense of prepare and get ready too, and into the light. What does that mean for us as we walk through life? Many things can become symbolism and are symbolism, synchronicities, preparing the light. So I light this candle and the light in you and the light that we're all connected to. We ask that we clear this space with divine love and light energy and protection. Not from fear or doubt, just that we keep this space clear and pure for all of us that are joining collectively today. And yeah. Sorry, I have some email and things that are coming up, and I will turn that off as we prepare to be in the energy of the Knights Vigil. Prepare and get ready. Prepare and get ready. And part of the symbolism as preparing your sacred space right now, as we're doing together, how might you continue to prepare your daily sacred day, your ceremony of your day? How do you prepare for it? Are you in the light? Are you feeling yourself? Is your cup full 100% of the time? Go ahead and feel, this is Palo Santo. It's a little lighter scent. I always think it smells a little like almondy to me. It's lighter than sage, but just as powerful. And we're going to just invite this ally of Palo Santo to assist in clearing our energetic space, our field, our mind, our body, of any, just to be prepared and aligned in our heart centers as we connect to the Knights Vigil. As we have been preparing, what I noticed, right? Oh, prepare the light. Let's have more light in here. There's more light coming in. That's what I keep hearing. We're going to go ahead and bring in a little more of Archangel Metatron's energy with us as he supports my stellar gateway and keeping it divinely protected and guards. He's also governs the ascension process. We're going to also bring in Archangel Sandalphon, the bronze spray, to assist in remaining grounded in our energetic body and connection to the earth and all of life that is. Because as more energy comes into our body and being, it can feel disoriented, we can become ungrounded and lose focus. As we talked about before in one of the other videos, to stay focused, right? It's easy to, in the balance about 2 days ago, to peace, and it brings balance, right? Balance and harmony. The Knights Vigil It's reminding me to prepare for the light that's coming in and activating within you right now. We will get to what is channeled through the deck in just a moment. But part of this is also what intuitively comes in through my intuition and higher guidance as well. You also may be ignited with some other higher guidance within yourself, and just trust that. And we're going to take a closer look at this image. Take a look at the room. It's being filled with light. And there's like this little image of, to me, I start to see kind of a heart shape right through here as these intersect. And all the color in the stained glass window behind him, the way he's in prayer, right? In prayer. He's preparing for what his nightly duties are and being asked of him as being in service in that. Right? Battle, war, reminds me of some military, right? They have a deeper calling to be in service. And sometimes are being asked to do things that aren't always aligned with our highest good, right? Or, where we harm others in the name of something else. Sometimes we, as light workers, star seeds, do go to battle to bring the light in. So some of you are recognizing the light warrior that is within you, the peace warriors. I do have my own conflict with using the word warrior because it in itself is like an inner conflict. Things are at odds, but everything works together to bring us into unity and oneness in the I am presence. But how might you call upon the Knights Vigil and prepare and get ready for light? Prepare and get ready for your inner ascension, your involution, because it's no longer esoteric, it's becoming exoteric. You are sovereign and have direct connection to your God source, the light within you. You no longer need a intermediary to make that connection. But as we connect to this image first, what is that? I'm just going to pause and let you think and take in the image and go beyond the thinking and go into the feeling. What does it feel like as you prepare for something? Right? The Knights Vigil. Maybe you have to go in and have a conversation about a contract. Maybe you're going in to make changes, and you know that sometimes there's potential conflict when changes come. Maybe you're aware of maybe some hardship or challenges that are coming into your family life, whether it's through illness, money, changing homes, divorce, anything that can feel and become a battleground. How might you, as a Knights Vigil, pray, see it from a higher place, set your intention? There's also like that forgiveness, I feel, right? I remember my brother who was he's still alive and with us. He used to be in the Marines, and as I used to be in law enforcement, and I shared something with him, and he kind of was touched by that and had an emotional moment where he started to tear up. And he said, it's like breaking your contract with God, right? Because as warriors, they're put in positions, as law enforcement, they're put in positions to take another life in the interest of saving others and protecting themselves. It's not something anybody, I feel, truly, truly ever deep down ever wants to do. But it's such a beautiful statement because we are all divinely connected. And so how might in your Night's Vigil, you prepare yourself for perhaps it's the inner conflict Perhaps it's the inner conflict that you're experiencing, and how might you let the light in? How might you let the shield of your love come play forward, right? Because knights wore shields over them and they meant something. They're very symbolic. We even have the armor of God that you come in and you protect. Ooh. Right? You protect yourself when you have a shield. This is from Amanda Ellis's depiction, but there's many others. As knights prepared and warriors prepared to go to battle, they prepared spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. So how might you be in more preparation? What is it that you need to prepare to receive the light in this world, to be a conduit of light in this world, to be a peaceful warrior, a heart warrior? I remember when that transition happened for me, and it was around the same time I was going through the dark night of the soul. And I realized oh my gosh, I'm laying down one shield for another as the heart took over. And it felt very different way of operating in life. The battle, if you will, or the war, the fight was very different. The focus was very different. So let's go to the card, because we also see how they rest, right? They rest the helmet, they rest their shield. Even the design of the armor, it's the cross. It's the cross. So how might you yield the light within you? You yield the light through your swords. The higher your level of attainment comes, you will be given swords to cut yourself free and to set others free, to stay protected in the light, not through fear, just through light and love. So let's return to the book. It's number 47. And it's the card number. So I want to call on the energy of Jesus to be here. I don't know if I said that earlier. As he assists us in anchoring the Christ light energy within us all, he laid the blueprint for all of humanity. The Knights Vigil, prepare and get ready. Because with light coming in, discord happens, chaos happens. A divine feminine energy can be very chaotic when creation is happening. How might you stay focused and on the task at hand while in battle, perhaps, while in the challenges of change and upheaval, potentially? Because then you will get to the calm waters and maintain balance, as we talked about a couple of days ago. Peace. You'll be in peace within yourself. The very introspective time as you go into the jungle. Okay. In days of old, before being knighted, a squire, typically a nobleman, would spend time preparing himself in vigil. This would be an enforced period of no sleep. Vigils come from the Latin word vigilia, meaning wakefulness. He would cleanse his body, focus on prayer and his connection to God, and reflect on moral, ethical code. He would swear allegiance to. Vigils through the ages have also taken place before key events, religious ceremonies, and battles at Gethsemane. Forgive me if I did not pronounce that correctly. Jesus spent time in prayer, alert to what was to come, knowing his battle would be physical, emotional, and spiritual. The crucifixion ahead would test him to his limit. He required time to gather his strength to be ready to face it, knowing it would also be his greatest triumph, despite its challenge. When the disciples with him fell asleep, he rebuked them, knowing how vital it was to prepare for the coming hours. Indeed, Jesus elsewhere readies them for their future respective missions, knowing he will not be physically around. This is a key component to this card. To create time and space to prepare and align to God for the next stage to come. This does not mean it is a time for foreboding, simply that we are asked to give your best to present and be aware of your conduct and the impact you can make. Living by a code that is resonant to the beliefs is highlighted right now. To stand for something, to align to a belief, to aspire to live your life by higher ideals that you set, and also to hold yourself accountable. Many of the qualities that knights of old held dear: nobility, grace, loyalty, courage, honor, integrity, humility, humbleness, and faithfulness, are ones that our world sorely needs modeled again. Yet you're invited to hold them dear to your heart, excuse me, inspiring others who may have forgotten that they are even important. You can do so even if the same respect is not shown to you. In a world where many are selfish, vain, egocentric, living by selfless, heart-centered code is empowering and divinely supported. The heart-centered code is empowering and divinely supported. Yeah, so this is the heart, right? As I explained too in my own experience, I was laying down that shield and the heart taking over. Totally different shield, totally different code, completely different way of living and treating yourself and others. Extremely integrous. And just remember, you are divinely supported in this transformation and transition and alchemy of your life, as you too take vigil in your own unique way and time to yourself to prepare. You are also encouraged to stand firm and be true to who you are, sovereign and free, not swayed by changing trends and fashions. You may be misunderstood and feel alone, yet draw to you a band of like-minded brothers and sisters, such as a King Arthur did with his 12 knights of the Round Table, and Christ did with his 12 apostles. Belonging to something, sharing a common belief, and remaining steadfast to a vision is important. New friendships and alliances may soon arrive, as well as parting of the ways of those not willing to walk with you any further. Excuse me, Erica. Change is here, and focus, determination, and willingness to serve are highlighted. You will be guided by God and your higher self, and it is often said that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And this is such a time, learning new skills and expanding your knowledge. So this also could be not just a teacher or ascended master guide, or a guide of a being of light that guides you and teaches you while you sleep at night, or when meditation and a mentorship occurs. This also is waking life too. The physical teacher on your path will appear as well. Okay, so, and even through nature, right? So be open to how you are being mentored and taught. It's not in maybe that Victorian structure that many of us grew up with. As you are awakening into your own mysticism and becoming a modern day mystic or monk, so to speak, it shows up through energy in different ways, through your dreams, things like that, through messages through nature, and through the physical. Let go of any part of you that feels incapable, unworthy, or not up to the task. Everyone has flaws, yet the path of the knight is towards self-development, knowing from failure that the strength and wisdom come just as much as via victory and fortitude, just as much as victory and fortitude. Sink into quiet vigil meditation and prayer and gather your thoughts, collecting back scattered parts of yourself and becoming whole and centered. Your life and how you conduct it matters, and you are deeply appreciated and loved. Be at peace with all that is to come. You will conquer all that is ahead of you. So important to remember, all of us are so hard on ourselves when we make mistakes, but it's in the mistakes that you learn the most. So truly, there are no mistakes. The fact that you are just doing is a step in the right direction. And it's just all these attempts that eventually it all lines up for you. Otherwise, we wouldn't have all these creations, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking to you through this computer and posting videos. There were attempts made until it was successful, and there's always updates. It's always being worked on. Self-development, you are always being worked on. Do your work, be at peace with it, and know you have the higher guidance and support all along, and you are never truly alone. So I don't know if we'll pick a card this time. Yes, we're going to pick one from the angel card who's going to support you with the Knights Vigil and the energies of that. And you could meet into, yeah, what angel? Please, just one angel, Metatron, to support those that would like some guidance in the Knights Vigil energy, preparing and getting ready. So we have two lovely angels that came out for us. We have the Cherrbin, look to the stars, accept keys and codes of stellar wisdom. So you're opening up your higher chakras. And then we have Archangel Amethyst, purify your life with love, prepare for something better. How perfect is that? And Archangel Amethyst is holding this beautiful, beautiful amethyst crystal at the heart center. And for those of you that hear me talk about the violet fire and sometimes a threefold flame, those are there's three plumes, the indigo blue, divine will, masculine energy, the love plume, pink, feminine energy, and then illumination, the golden ray. And we see that gold is coming in through the top. And it reminds me a lot of the higher self coming in, the higher self coming in through the crown as you're purifying your energetic, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. Okay, you're preparing for this new version of yourself, a new way of living, a new way of thinking and being. And that is in, through, and around you, as well as the world and planet. But look at all this beautiful gold too. Gold is highly protective as well and pure. And then we have the Cherrbin reminding you to look for assistance in the stars, like literally look up into the stars. And sometimes I think galactic, right? But the cosmos, and to recognize the angels and Cherrbin, they are also cosmic, and connect to the cosmic universal rays of light that bring you life, that you're learning how to master as part of the self-mastery, right? And all this gold, look at all this gold and stars, and you're totally, it's playful, it's movement, it's protective. Look at how it's almost like this nurturing mother quality, as the Cherubim are playful. But this gold, it's just, you're golden side. So like, you're okay, you're totally protected in this adventure you're going through. Okay, you're divinely protected. You will find the way to hold all those and experiences through the highest light available to you. You're going to learn how to alchemize it with the violet fire, and Archangel Amethyst can assist you with that and really embody what it is to work with the violet fire, because it's very powerful. It oscillates you on a cellular level, molecular level, purifies your entire being in preparation and for the integration of your highest light to come in. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to share and like this video. Much love to you. Until the next day, I'm Gina, Soul Inspired Reflections. Have a really blessed day.